Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. The drama that happened in Kisii, where Sylvanus Osoro led goons and invaded Simba Arati's function, is one that continues to elicit a lot of debate because it really exposed William Ruto and Osoro himself. In fact, the whole of the Kenya Kwanza team is a lot that is really bitter, and you wonder what exactly is happening. It is William Ruto who started it by issuing threats here and there. He continues to demand loyalty from all the independent institutions. He's not demanding for independence and autonomy, but he wants loyalty so that whatever he says becomes the law. Apparently, Simba Arati is the governor of Kisii County, and you see, a county has got several constituencies. So Simba Arati had gone there to distribute some bursaries because schools are opening and people really need money. Osoro, who is eyeing the gubernatorial seat where Arati is currently serving the people, felt that he was being undermined, and so he led, whether those were policemen or goons, and they dispersed people from that crowd, not even minding the fact that we had several people, the old, the vulnerable, women, and people ran helter-skelter, so others were injured. Several leaders have continued to condemn this act, and one of them is Osoro's sister, the nominated senator and a very controversial senator, Gloria Orwoba. Just take a look at what she was saying.
I don't understand. Mimi si Kisii, yani mtanifundisha siasa ya Kisii. Sasa kama leo South Mugirango, what was that about? Governor Simba Arati is a governor of every other resident in Kisii County. So if he goes to South Mugirango, he wants to go and give bursaries in South Mugirango. Sincerely, unataka kusema wale watoto wa South Mugirango wafai wasipate kwa sababu wakipata bursary itaonyesha ni kama wana support governor. I don't understand. By the way, Osoro, you are my friend. I support you. You know I support you well. But leo umeanguka mtihani kabisa, umeanguka mtihani leo. Hata mimi niko class 1 ya siasa, lakini umeanguka mtihani leo, hata umenishinda kuanguka mtihani. Because we umeenda huko, the least you could have demanded is that you speak. Governor mwambie hapa ni kwako, hapo ni South Mugirango kwako, you are the area MP, uongee. Sasa point ambaye mumeenda kupeleka fujo. I've seen the videos. I've seen the people who have wengine they've been mpaka wako hospitali, wako na majiraha. Surely mimi hiyo ndio sielewi, na labda that is why mimi sielewi vizuri hiyo siasa, because mimi ile siasa that I was taught and I continue to be taught by my party leader, by my mentors, is Orwoba, if your competitor ameleta program ya widows, wewe angalia widows, kama utatafuta program nyingine, you compete on ideas. You don't start bringing goons. Siasa ya goons tumeacha 2023, tuko 2024 my guys, tuko 2024. 2024 wewe bado unataka kupigia watu bunduki ati kwa sababu wana receive bursary. Sylvanus Osoro, umeanguka mtihani. The governor is doing his job. He is the governor of Kisii County. South Mugirango is in Kisii County. Those parents in Kisii County.
What do you make of Orwoba's statements? Because Orwoba says all the violence are things that we must live in 2023. We don't need to cross over with certain behavior. But if you ask me, Osoro himself, like the Kenya Kwanza, I just want to talk about the Kenya Kwanza team. They are so much full of themselves, they are ever thinking about who is going to take political mileage. To them, they are suffering because they know they have failed Kenyans. So what they are looking at is, if this happens, who is going to take political mileage? Because a governor, the area of jurisdiction of a governor is the whole county. So despite the fact that you could be eyeing a governor's position or seat, you must allow the governors to work. And it was very pathetic and very humiliating for Osoro to invade such a function, because now he really felt that if Simba was going to continue distributing the bursaries, then he was going to be exposed as if he has neglected those people. And I don't think that was the issue there. And I believe that Simba Arati had visited several constituencies, or this was the first one, aiming to visit or to reach out to all the other constituencies. Because even if Simba Arati, even if Osoro wants to become a governor, I mean, he cannot curtail services going to the people, because those people are also taxpayers' money. And on this, I agree fully with Madam Orwoba. The level of political intolerance that we continue to witness in this country is a grave that we are digging. And let me tell you, once you make your bed, you must lie on it. Because the Kenya Kwanza team is setting a very bad precedent. Next time, Osoro might just find himself in an area which is very unfriendly, in a very hostile environment. You know, one funny thing is that when two politicians or more of them are fighting, they have got full security details that protect them. But the people, the innocent people, are the victims. They continue to suffer. They get physical injuries. The women who are there in that function, they all, because whenever a function is happening, people would go there. We have the grannies who will go there because they have grandchildren that they want to get some bursary for. So they get injured. And it is not very good, because we need to tolerate each other. I mean, 2027 is, very far. And this is why even the president himself continues to campaign at the expense of rendering services to the people of Kenya. So you look at this team, you wonder whether they are serious. Blame game, promises, politicking, intolerance, because just yesterday, the other day, they stormed some people in the CBD who was celebrating Raila's birthday. Why? Because people boycotted Ruto's birthday, and that one of Uhuru Kenyatta was very colorful, and they feel bitter about it. This is like a love affair. You cannot force it on people. It must come naturally, depending on what you are doing to your people. They promised a lot and they cannot achieve. So they should be, feeling bad when people don't embrace their promises, because people have scrutinized them and have found out that these people are never honest enough. We continue to misuse our police. Our police continue to obey orders that are very stray. And then there seems to be some centers of power within the Kenya Kwanza team. Yesterday, after some policemen disbursed a group that were celebrating Raila's birthday, the Inspector General, without any shame, comes to us and says that an action should be taken for police officers who did that. So who actually commands the police? That is the question that we really need to understand. It reminds me of the presidential declaration day, when we thought that Fred Matiang'i was in charge of the police. We thought that Inspector General Hilary Mutyambai was in charge of the police, only to realize that the Assistant Inspector General was in charge. And as Ledama Lekina was being beaten, the all contingent of the police and the GSU that were inside Bomas were pro-Ruto. And we were asking, so who appointed them? Because the last time I checked, the Department of the Police falls under the Interior Minister or Ministry, and then the Inspector General should be calling calling the shots. So who exactly did it? In this one, who is sending the police to go and fire live bullets into a crowd? 2027 is going to be a very interesting year, even though it is very far from us. The Kenya Kwanza team has started campaigning, but they're already sending a message. They want to ensure that the country is becoming chaotic. They want some kind of tension so that the judges can rule in favor of William Ruto, so that people can fear. And in 2027, William Ruto and people like Osoro would want to attempt taking power by force. And once they cling on it, they will tell you, go to court. And you know, once they have intimidated the courts, then the ruling will be in their favor. I agree with the nominated Senator Orwoba, who is telling Osoro that he should have behaved differently. Osoro is now a senior member of parliament, the majority chief whip. I don't think Osoro should be stooping that low. It reminds me of one day Osoro was telling people, nyamaza niongea alafu ninakulipa. Stay calm. I talk and I pay you. I mean, you remember that. So it's very pathetic and very sad, and very many leaders should come and condemn this. It's very unfortunate because not many will condemn. They will choreograph an excuse. They will say that those maybe were not their people. They will say, why would Simba Arati go in someone's constituency without telling him? There are several things that are going to say. No matter the amount of provocation, you should not retaliate by firing live bullets or tear gas in a crowd, knowing very well that that would be a stampede, because as Orwoba says, some people are in hospital. This is the height of intolerance that I've ever seen, and more are yet to come, because William Ruto has really given a way forward. Intimidate because you have the police. What do you take of Orwoba's statement? Please share it in the comment section.